I spent 3 months in Japan, and this is everything I ate while I was in Tokyo. On this trip I got to try some different things, but also since it was a long stay, I ate more like a local and just hit up the convenience stores and some fast food spots as well. One of the first restaurants I went to was Kyushu Jangara in Akihabara. I spent the day bouldering in Akihabara, and this was an amazing ramen spot that was nearby. It was a high rated one that I actually found on Google, and it did not disappoint at all. It was very flavorful, and you can customize your bowl with the different seasonings that they have on the table. Definitely give this a try if you're in the Akihabara area. And after you're done with your meal, you could just walk around Akihabara at night and enjoy sightseeing. But the cool thing about Tokyo is regardless of whatever area you're in, you're gonna find some good ramen. I went into some random ramen spots just walking on the street near where I was staying, and no bowl disappointed. And other than ramen, I highly suggest you try tsukemen. It is dipping ramen, and it has a really strong flavor in the broth. Give that a try if you're at a ramen restaurant as well. Now, last time I was in Japan, I went to really fancy sushi restaurants and tried different omakases, but one thing I never tried was revolving sushi restaurant, and one of the most popular ones are Kura Sushi. And luckily, I was staying by a Kura and wanted to give it a try. Since I was staying in Japan for a long time, sometimes I just wanted to get out and get food and not make it such a mission. And what I love about Kura Sushi is the convenience of it. You just tap the screen, get your seat, and you're ready to eat pretty much. Order what you want, get some hot green tea on tap, and everything is extremely cheap, which is the best part. So you can finally have an amazing sushi experience in Tokyo without breaking the wallet. And other than sushi, they have a lot of things like takoyaki, a bunch of different desserts, which were my favorite. They also have ramen, and they rotate the menu a lot. So depending on when you go, there's going to be different things for you to try. So don't feel limited to just sushi at Kura Sushi. I also happened to win the game. When you put your plates in the little game thing, I happened to win a prize. This is what it looked like. Pretty cool souvenir. So I definitely recommend come to Kura Sushi for the experience. And this is me leaving. American diners are popular in Japan culture, so there's a lot of cool spots that are even better than a lot of American spots. It has like a Japanese style, but they still cater to the American vibe. As you can see, they have American football sports jerseys in this restaurant. But what I came to Andra Smash Burger for was the touchdown burger, which was viral on TikTok, I saw. They have a cheese sauce that they make, and they put it on this sizzling plate and place the cheeseburgers on top of it. Definitely nothing like I've ever experienced. It reminded me of pasta meets cheeseburger. So definitely give this a try if you want to experiment and have something unlike the ordinary while you're here in Tokyo. The cheese sauce was also so good to dip your fries into. Now another burger spot I wanted to hit up while I was in the Shinjuku area was Good Munchies. They have a big menu with different burgers, and I just wanted the biggest cheeseburger I can get. I'm always craving a nice cheeseburger, and this was one of the best cheeseburgers I've had in a long time, even in America. Also, what really stood out to me was their custom-made barbecue sauce, which was so tangy and delicious. Absolutely enjoyed this spot. Now, if you like pork and tonkatsu, you're gonna love this spot. Nihonbashi Tonkatsu Hajime. I came here late night while it was closing, and luckily they let me in, and I got the katsudon bowl, which was huge. Pork was tender and fried perfectly, and the soft, creamy egg was on a bed of rice. This was actually a meal I still think of to this day. If you're gonna come to one spot while you're in Tokyo, definitely come to this spot. I love rice bowls, and I love meat and rice. I'm a big fan of that simple combination, and the Tonkatsu bowl is absolutely insane here. Now, when you ever come to Japan and talk about the food culture, everyone talks about the convenience store food. That is for a
And
reason
rice.
because the
Tuna
convenience
onigiri
store food in
without
Japan is
chocolate.
unmatched, especially here at 7-Eleven. I came to 7-Eleven more than any other food spot while I was in Tokyo, and they constantly rotate the food that they have in there, whether it's desserts, rice dishes, ramen. I made a whole video just on eating 7-Eleven on my channel, so if you want to check that out, go ahead and check that out. But definitely recommend trying some things at 7-Eleven. And if you're a fan of fast food spots, I mean, no country does fast food better than Japan because they are a culture of convenience. So anything that's fast and easy, they still don't sacrifice the quality of the food. So McDonald's is going to taste so much better here, as well as KFC. KFC was one of my favorite spots to go to because the way they fry chicken here is so good. And they have a lot of burgers that have a Japanese style. And also I'm a big fan of the melon soda. Another place I hit up while I was in Akihabara was roast beef ono. And this was a very interesting dish to me because it just looks like a volcano and the egg is sitting on top and just runs over the bed of rice with roast beef. The roast beef was amazing. It tasted so delicious with the rice bowl. Everything was warm and delicious, and they give you a little side soup to enjoy with it. And when you mix everything together, it's just this creamy rice savory bowl, and it's absolutely delicious. Another restaurant experience that's similar to Kura is Coco's, which usually has Japanese curry, but I came here for a breakfast one morning and got a meat dish. This little robot served me. It was really cool. So if you just want like a home cooked meal type of vibe and not break the bank here in Japan, definitely come to Coco's. The final restaurant I went to while I was in Japan was actually in the airport, and I was walking around the airport. I stumbled across this place. I saw the Michelin sign and I saw the ramen bowls, and I was like, I need this. This place has soba noodles in their ramen, and I got the truffle chicken ramen as I sat down before my flight leaving Japan, and this was honestly one of the highlights of my whole trip. I was extremely blown away by the taste of this ramen. It brought me back to my childhood of having chicken soup, but this was obviously chicken soup flavor refined at an extreme level. Like I've never had chicken flavor that tastes this well. And the truffle was infused into every part of the dish. It was absolutely amazing. The noodles were soft, chewy, exactly how you want them. Just a very comforting meal. If you enjoyed this, I also post more food content on TikTok, so find me on there.